Go.
All right. Hey guys. So Jess and I are here today. We just wanted to talk about success not being only measured by your financial results.
Yes.
And the reason why I wanted to chat about this with you, Jess, or we both wanted to chat about this with everybody, is because we have grown so much along our journey of starting our own online business.
Yes.
And, I think that so many people share their financial success and their financial achievements, which is amazing. And I think that it needs to be spoken about. Money needs to be spoken about more because I love money and it's amazing. And all the things that we can do with money are amazing. And, the choices that it brings, the freedom that it brings.
Yeah.
And money is really a vehicle to create a bigger impact in this world. So that's amazing. We all need to share more about our financial achievements.
Definitely.
But I think something I guess for me too, like when I started out on this online journey and this business in particular, money was the main motivator for me getting started. But something that's become a way deeper motivation for me, and I think for you too, Jess, is the personal growth that comes with it.
100%.
And not just for myself, but for, the women who I also coach and mentor, and also all of the people in our community, like seeing how much people just grow and blossom into this confident, like shining leader, basically, is so beautiful. And so that's like such a motivator for just continuing along this journey.
Yeah, I think it's definitely like I went into this purely motivated by money because I was in a position, Andrew and I were both in a position where, we were in living in lack and not having enough. So that was definitely the initial motivator. But as soon as we got into it, personal development and spirituality were two things that we just we didn't realize it was missing from our lives until we were smacked across the back of the head with it. It was just, I think we're 5 months in and we don't even know who we were when we first started. It's just, we have changed incredibly. And I imagine you have too, Richele. I think she's a bit frozen. But yeah, too many, like Richard Branson says, too many people measure how successful they are by how much money they make. Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me?
All good? Headphone drama.
Sorry. Oh my gosh.
That's okay.
I may just have to take my headphones out. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, I can. All right. And I'm not frozen anymore?
No, not frozen.
Okay, so yeah, I was just saying it's really beautiful to see, just week by week, and seeing how much you just continue to step into your, I guess, truest self. And
yes.
And that's so beautiful. But yeah, for me, I had been on a personal development journey and a spiritual journey for a few years prior to getting into this business. However, when I first started, I thought that I had worked through so much of my own stuff. But I feel like a completely different person than I was 6 months ago.
Yeah.
And I feel like a completely different person than I was 3 months ago. And I kind of feel like I've just been making these quantum leaps.
Yes. And I don't think you can put a monetary value on that. It's crazy. I remember when we first started, even just a month ago, I was so scared to hop on a phone call with one of the new people in our business. And now I can just pick up the phone call and I feel confident. That's a leap in itself. And I can imagine that you have those breakthroughs as well. You're just yes, go me.
Absolutely, Jess. That's one of the biggest things for me, my own confidence has absolutely skyrocketed. I had so many fears and limiting beliefs and just old stories that had been holding me back for so long, like getting on Zoom calls like this, getting on live on Facebook, jumping on the phone with people that I didn't know, communicating with people and selling. It was so scary, and it was all just my own limiting beliefs that were holding me back. And I've been able to break through so many of those. And I think, you know, having not only a community and a team and mentors and like just amazing people in your life who support you and encourage you and have the same vision and believe in you more than you believe in yourself, and just like give you that little nudge to continue. You know, when you are like at the edge of your comfort zone and something is so scary, but they give you that little nudge. It's like, it's okay. I've been through that myself and I know what's on the other side. So go ahead and like do it.
Yeah, and I think that's the best thing about having mentors who are where you would like to be. They're there to guide you, and they're almost like parents in a way, or like, you know, a mother bird, how they teach their babies to fly. They're not going to let them fail, you know. Yeah, they'll teach you, but you get guided. And I just, especially having someone believe in you when you don't believe in yourself to begin with, is definitely something that pushes you over the edge, and then you realize, oh no, wait, I have got what it takes. Like I've already got it.
Yeah, exactly. It's already within you. And
you
know, sometimes it's hard for us to see that within ourselves, but when you have somebody else who can see it within you and remind you of it, that's like a very powerful thing to have.
It is, definitely. Yeah.
I was just gonna say, like, I heard you tell a story the other day about how there was a couple of things actually. Like, one was you sharing your story about how you had you've dealt with anxiety, and you had so much anxiety before you would get on calls and things like that. And, you know, you were sharing what you did to get through that. So I'd love to hear it again.
Yeah, sure. So it's still something that I have to make a conscious decision to push through. It's definitely getting easier now, but like we did this 30-day challenge with our team, and it was definitely a challenge for me. So what we were to do is make 30 videos in 30 days, one per day. And I didn't realize how scared I was of being in front of people and being in front of the camera. I have always been like an introvert and not really like wanted to be part of the spotlight. I used to just like look at the ground when I was walking in high school, not really look at anybody's eyes. So before a video, I used to have like a panic attack where I realized that my breathing's like really quick. So what I'd do was I would make sure that I take really calming, deep, slow breaths, and it literally hacks your nervous system into a calming response, and that definitely helped for me. Also, I noticed, like, I've been doing it since probably the middle of the video challenge, is affirmations in the morning, and also gratitude and visualization. But like in the morning when I start my day, because I know that, you know, life gets busy and you sort of like you run off with things of life, things of the day. So I noticed when I just got still and I thanked the universe, God, source, for what I did have, I just felt so much more connected to that divine energy. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I just felt like there was a direct line of energy from wherever to me, and it flowed through me, and I just felt more in my power, I guess you could say. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's so powerful. And all it really took for you was to take those moments, like to quieten your mind and get into stillness, and like you said, give gratitude.
Yes.
To feel that connection and know that you are always supported.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's almost like a blanket that just covers you. You just feel safe, and there's an assurance that you know that it's all good. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, the universe has got your back.
Yeah, that's so beautiful. And it's like, you know, these little things that I love and like this whole topic is about, like these little things are those successes, the things that you're doing, and parts of you that you're letting go, and how you're growing and like continuously stepping into like our highest versions of ourselves. We thought we were just starting an online business to make more money for ourselves. You know, we didn't realize who you have to become along the way to create that.
Yeah.
Because so much stuff that we have to let go of, and the fears that we have to face. And even like that connection, Jess, that you were talking about, like creating some type of connection with yourself, with source, God, the universe, whatever it is, to know you're always supported. Because like along this journey, it does get hard and there are obstacles, and to just have that like knowing that yes, you're always supported, you know, and it creates more belief within yourself as well.
It really does. And honestly, like, even if from now on I didn't make any money in this business, which I mean can't happen because come on, but even if I didn't, I would still feel like I'm wealthy. I am wealthy. I am abundant. It's not just financial. Like, it's hard to explain, but I know that when I am wealthy in all these other things, in, you know, like I put time into my personal development and I put time into my spirituality, the finances will come. Like, I don't need to worry about that. That's not my main focus anymore.
Absolutely. No, and I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
When you said, like, if you weren't to make any money moving forward, I'm exactly the same. I have grown so much, and like I finally feel so empowered in like the woman I am, and I finally feel like I am walking my path, that yeah, if this business didn't end up bringing me the money that I was, I guess, looking for, I would still be so happy and so grateful of what this business has brought me, and who it's helped me to become. And not only that, like who it's helped me help other people come and step into like their highest version and find the belief in themselves. You know, I was just talking to one of the girls on my team last night, and every time we talk, I'm just like filled and overjoyed with happiness and gratitude, and like a confirmation of knowing I'm in the exact right place doing the exact right thing. When I hear her share with me all of those little things, how she has grown and the belief she's finding in herself, and the same things that we're speaking of, and there is no money that can be put on that. It is priceless.
It really is. And honestly, like, money is a byproduct of that. You need to, I think it's really, you need to focus on yourself first before you, I don't know, like, it's almost like the universe rewards you with finance when you're capable of handling it. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You have to become the person who can like hold the container to receive the abundance.
Yes.
You have to align yourself to that version of yourself, align yourself with that version of yourself who can receive it.
Yes.
And by doing all these things we're speaking of. So yeah, and that's why it's just so amazing to come into a business, you know, and I'm sure other people who are on their own entrepreneurial journeys as well experience the same things. But I think we have something really special because we have a community of people doing it together. We have the resources, the tools, everybody that can help you and guide you. And I know before this, I was building my own online coaching business for a couple of years prior. And I felt so lost within the space, and it took me a really long time. And I did create it, but not to the level that I had hoped, because I just really didn't know what I was doing, and I didn't have all of those tools and support to help me become that person.
Yeah, it's almost like this business is like the toolbox, and you've got all the tools in there, all the people there to help you use those things. Because like you, I've tried my own entrepreneurial things outside of this business, and for me, like, they just haven't worked because I've just felt so alone. And then you sort of lose motivation and think, oh no, maybe like I'm not meant to do this, or maybe I'm not made for this. Whereas with this, like, you just feel so supported. Like, I can't explain it. This is the first thing that I have succeeded at outside of, like, like a 9-to-5 sort of thing. Yeah. This is the thing that has just, like, I don't know, I feel like I'm a better human being because of it.
Yeah. I'm with you. I feel exactly the same way, and it's so beautiful. Like, it's really hard to explain, but it's so beautiful. And I think, like, too, speaking of other entrepreneurs, that's why they hire business coaches to do all of this stuff, right? But we're so lucky and so blessed to have what we have here. And just, I mean, every single day I have so much gratitude for the community that we have. I just haven't seen anything like it ever before.
No, me neither. And honestly, like, if anybody is interested in jumping on with Richele or myself, feel free to reach out, because honestly, we're just regular people. We've been in that pit, that rut, where we're just like, I don't know what to do. And look at us, like, however long along now, like 5 months, 6 months in. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely reach out. And, if you're someone who is just wanting a better life for yourself, doesn't align with the, like, traditional way of working, sees other entrepreneurs, maybe you're watching us, or maybe you're watching other entrepreneurs in different business ventures, and you're like, oh, I wish I could do that. Know that you can.
Yes.
As I said, we're just regular humans. We have been in that, like, deep darkness as well. I've been in a space where I had zero self-belief in myself. Even though I knew what type of life I wanted to create for myself, I honestly felt like I had no idea how, or I just didn't believe how I could ever create it for me, for myself. And it sounds so cliche to say, but I always say it, if I can do it, anybody can, and it's the truth.
It really is true. And I mean, I remember going through, I can't even tell you, Richele, like, how many courses I've gone through before this. Like, I've done small business, vet nursing, PT, like all these other things, and I just haven't felt fulfilled. I've jumped from job to job thinking, like, how you get a new job, like a 9-to-5 job, and you're just like, yeah, this is great. And then about, like, 6 months in, you're like, I'm not feeling it. Like, I feel like there's something more. That was always me. And I thought, what's wrong with me? But I found it now. I've realized that this is it. And we're in a generation now that, I mean, yeah, we're told to work hard for our money and, all this other stuff, but it's not like that anymore. Yes, I mean, we still work hard. You don't need to conform to the 9-to-5, buy a house, have a family, in that order. It's not like that anymore. You're free to do what your heart desires. You just got to find the right outlet.
Absolutely. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Is my echoing, I think?
Yeah, you're all good.
Okay, yeah, you do not have to conform at all. Like, that never felt right to me either. But in the beginning of, like, when I left school, I thought well, you know, that's what we're supposed to do. Then I was the same, Jess. Like, I had so many different jobs, studied so many different things, and all of that, you know, I don't regret it because that has helped me get to where I am. So
yeah, and it's like we measure success on all these little things that we're meant to do. And that's the whole thing. Like with the finances, you're only successful if you're financially like abundant. No, you're not. Like you can be successful if you're like, you can be living out in like, I don't know, in the street and be so empowered in yourself. That's being wealthy.
absolutely. Yeah, like success can mean different things to every single person. If you're happy and you're following your joy, even if that is working in a 9-to-5 job, because that's what makes some people happy, and that's beautiful. No, it's not, everybody doesn't have to follow an entrepreneurial journey, but that's what brings us happiness and joy. And that's what is creating success for both of us. But yeah, it's not the same for everybody. Just do more of what makes you happy and follow your heart and do things that bring you joy.
Yes, I love that so much. Love it. Well, if any of you resonate with our journey, then yeah, feel free to reach out, and we'd love to help you. We're all about in the business of helping people on their true path to find their true selves, to be the best version of themselves.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it just, I mean, I'm so passionate about it. I'm so passionate about speaking with women who are on the beginning of that journey or already on the journey, and just helping them to create whatever it is that brings them more happiness. And just like we've spoken, like this business gets to be the vehicle to find that and to create that.
Love it. Love it. Awesome. Okay, well, we'll see you guys later.
Yeah. Thanks everybody for watching, and it was so nice to chat, Jess.
Thank you so much, Richelle.
All right. Mwah.